Hello, I'm Cliff Hicklin from the Special Olympics Truck Convoy here at WBOC's historic Studio D. You're watching Delmarva Life.
And Cliff's going to be on a little later in the show telling us about a special event for Special Olympics. Well, today marks the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And when you go through something like breast cancer, a strong support system can mean the world. Whether it's a friend who won't let you give up on your fight, a loved one who lends an ear when you need to just get it all out, even strangers who show they care in their own special way. And joining us today to tell us how you can show your support are Carlos Mir, Director of Fund Development with Women Supporting Women, and breast cancer survivor Tammy McWilliams. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Now, Tammy, I'm going to start off with you. You've been there.
Yes, I have.
Tell us your story.
Oh gosh, April 13th, Friday the 13th, I was marked with having right lobular invasive breast cancer. Just the words scared me to death. My first thought was, how do I tell my two children, 17 and 7? And how do I tell my folks? And then where do I go for support? So my first thought was Women Supporting Women. I had participated in a couple of their events in the past. And so that was my second stop, and they have been absolutely phenomenal with what they've provided for me. A listening ear, advice, packets from my children, you know, constant advice on where to go, what to do, how to do it, how quick to do it, how slow to do it. And I just cannot imagine how I would have gone through this. Today marks the start of hurdle number 2. I start talking about surgery today. And I called them to ask Women Supporting Women if there were any people locally that could help me through that. That I think has been one of my biggest fears, is what am I going to look like? How am I going to be able to take care of my children after this? And they have put me in touch with survivors that have been able to provide me with the insight that I can move forward knowing that I'm going to be able to do all those things, and with continued support from them.
Yeah. Women Supporting Women, very crucial, at least in Tammy's diagnosis.
Well, and mine too, being a spouse of, my wife had a bilateral mastectomy and a hysterectomy, and we didn't know where to go. We were really looking for support, and I knew Sue Revel, the director of Women Supporting Women, and I said to my wife, we need to go just sit down and talk with them, see what they can offer us. And after we walked out of there, it was like the light bulb went on, the rainbow was out. I mean, we were just like, we felt so supported, and we didn't feel alone. They provided us a loan chair, a recliner chair that reclines like a bed. Then it sits up like a chair. Then it actually has a booster part that helps you out. When you go through these surgeries, your arms are very weak after a bilateral mastectomy, so it's very hard to get out. So that chair made it very easy, very independent for my wife. My wife's very independent, and she doesn't like to ask for help, but having this was made our lives a little bit easier, and understanding that we weren't alone and that we were able to get through this, and this was just a healing process and we had to go through it. And when having a network of people to support us made life a lot easier, obviously, in this devastating disease and when it hits you. Now, my wife doesn't have cancer, but she has the BRCA1 gene, which is genetic. So if you have a lot of people in your family that are being diagnosed, then it's something that you need to be aware of, that it could be a genetic situation and that you should start talking to your doctors about it. But again, October is breast cancer month, and it's important to have mammograms. Early detection is the key, as well as men can get breast cancer too. So it's important that that everyone checks.
Right. Yeah. Early detection is absolutely key for this. Now, Women Supporting Women, of course, trying to raise money, and you have an event coming up.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of events coming up in October, over 27 events, but our main signature event is October 13th. It's our Walk for Awareness. It averages 1,100 to 1,200 walkers, which is a great day to have an opportunity to talk to others and meet others in the same situation as you are. It's 8:30 is registration. The walk starts at 10. We have a lot of activities. We have a vendor section, over 50 vendors out, so you'll get to interact with other companies and businesses that are in relationship with breast cancer, as well as you can bring your pet, your canine, and you can walk with your dog, and we have doggy bags for the dogs. So it's really cute. They get a bandana, and every walker who registers gets a t-shirt, and there's still time to get t-shirts, and so you can go to WBOC.com and check out the link, and then you can connect right to us to register for the event.
And you need volunteers for these events.
We always can use volunteers. Everywhere we can use volunteers, yes. But overall, it's a part about getting involved and being a part of a great organization, a local organization, and all the dollars that we raise stay here locally and support local people, which is a really key in women supporting women's existence. And because of that, we really depend on local support and local funding. So if you can help out, we need your help.
All right, so let's give them some information so that they can attend the walk or perhaps volunteer. And of course, Walk for Awareness is Saturday.
It's, October 13th,
October
yes.
13th.
Yep, and Winter Place Park right here in Salisbury. It's a beautiful walk. It's a 3-mile walk. We do have a shorter walk, a mile walk, and the 3-mile walk is shaped like a ribbon, like our pink ribbon, so it's a really unique walk. As well as we have the registration from 8:30 to 10, and then the walk starts at 10. And then you can always call our local office, 410-548-7880, and get connected, and we can register you right over the phone.
All right, Carlos, as always, thank you so much. And Tammy, thank you for telling your story, and we wish you all the best for your
Thank you so much for
next
having
phase
us.
in this battle.
Thank you.
All right, and of
Thank you.
course, if you would like to register online for the event, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Still to come on Delmarva Life, tugboats play an important part of the transportation process, especially here on Delmarva. The Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum in St. Michael's is showcasing the work of these unsung heroes. Brian Sparrows takes us on a tour inside. And later, we're giving you another inside look. This one's of the new season of The Mentalist, which kicked off last night. We'll take a close look at the top 2 actors and why they work so well together. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.